Hey, hey, hey. Oh, what restaurant is it? BS Kitchen and Saitong Thai restaurant. Oh, there's a Thai restaurant in here. Oh, yeah. Good that I know about this. Okay, anyway. So, good evening, everybody. And Gil here. And your friendly neighborhood New Yorker. Well, almost. I've been exploring this city for about 10 years now. And today I'm taking you on a walk tour through one of my favorite slices of the city. You know, this West Midtown, the heart of the theater district. We're starting at West 48th Street and 8th Avenue, and we're going to head east along 48 until we arrive at uh, Times Square. So along the way, we'll stop and talk about several historic theaters on 48th Street between 8th and 7th Avenue. And the surviving ones, demolished ones, the stories behind them, and the way they mirror the city's changes. I'll always sprinkle in inspiration and the life lessons and how this city shifts and how we can shift with it. Okay. Hey there, Meljoy Refamonte. Hey, Meljoy Refamonte, you're the first one who commented on today's live stream. You are the winner for tonight. We have a winner for tonight. That is Meljoy Refamonte. Mega shout out to you, Meljoy Refamonte. And we have another one who came, Melinda Simangan, saying hi, Gil TV Live. Thank you, Melinda. And that's Melinda on the second place. Joy, congratulations. I think this is the second time that Joy has become a winner as a first commenter. Yeah, I remember. M. Zambrano. Hey, hey, yo, M. Zambrano. Make a shout out to you. Welcome to the show. To the live show. Shall I say show or the live streaming? That would be more proper. Well, anyway, so right now I'm standing at the West 48th and 8th Avenue. So you can almost feel the buzz of Midtown, the traffic, the yellow cabs, the sidewalk chatter, the tall buildings. The tall buildings that's catching the light. If you look to your left, let me go further there. That is further north. If you look to your not left but north, maybe that's a better way to say it. Let's say, okay, this is the north, 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 north. Okay, that's where the north is. You'll have 49th Street if you look further there towards the north. Okay, make a shout out to you, Enrico. Hello, Enrico. Thanks for coming. Okay, that's 49th Street next to 48, and to the right, south is 47. Down there, that's 47. There's a lot of tall buildings as well in this part. Look at the sky. It's a little cloudy now. and it's cool. The weather is cool, but I don't think there's a sign of rain. Okay, but our focus is the eastward. That one that my camera is pointed at. That's towards the east. The city grid here is generous and straightforward. And 48th Street is one of those streets you can, or you might walk past without thinking. So, but today we will think. Yes, I will make you think. I will make myself think as well. Let us all start thinking as we walk along as eastward. Okay. So, well, I think there's an emergency going on. Ambulances and the fire trucks. But before plunging into the theater, so let's set a little scene. The area we're in is part of what we call the theater district. So, well, it's mm, it's in the theater district, and more broadly, this is part of the theater district. Let us those ambulance and siren trucks pass through before we cross the street. Oh, it stopped. Okay, it stopped. Anyway, for many decades now, that has meant the cluster of playhouses. Okay, so I happened to cross uh, 8th Avenue. Anyway, you know, um, this area is a cluster of playhouses, large and small, prime time and offbeat between roughly West 42nd and the 53rd Street, between 6th and 8th. Yes. Okay, between 6th and 8th Avenues. So the reason this area blossomed in the early 1900s is another Vietnamese and Japanese cuisine here. Annam. Okay. So annam. Hmm. It makes me salivate again because I love food really. Anyway, the change of subways, the electric signage, Times Square. Okay, and Times Square that was once called the Longacre Square, becoming a hub of entertainment, nightlife, and theater. Well, if you think about it, a city street becomes stage. Oh, this is La Maseria. It's a uh, fine dining here in the Ritz Plaza. That's the Ritz Plaza Hotel. Anyway, as I was saying, that the city street becomes stage here and become performance, become gathering place. And the theaters themselves are physical embodiments of hope, show business dreams, architectural statements, and social gathering points. When we walk along 48th Street between 8th and the 7th, between 8th and 7th Avenue, that is, we're walking through literal theater history. Yes, and as we walk, I want us to remember just like these theaters were built, reused, and demolished, reimagined. So can our lives would do too. We shift, we adapt, we renew. So all right, let's walk eastward. Okay, the first step is the Longacre, the Longacre Theatre. So it's named after the previous name of Times Square, which was the Longacre Square. During the 1900s, the name was Longacre Square until it was changed later. So, the first notable theater that stands out is this theater, the Longacre Theatre. That one there. Okay. Meljoy Reformonte saying hi. Nice effects. What happened to the sound? Oi, what happened to the sound? Anybody tell me what happened to the sound? Oh, they don't tell me again. Everyone, please, when you see something wrong with the sound, because I'm using a new microphone. Let me check on my other phone what happened to the sound. Thank you for that. Nice effects. Let me check from my other. From my other. Okay. Hello, mic test. Mic test. Oh, it sounds so bad. Hello, mic test. Mic test. It sounds so bad, right? It sounds so bad. The reason I put my a mic, a new mic, is that so I can raise my camera up there. Because if I don't have a mic with me and I raise my camera up there, my voice will not be heard. Mic with me and I raise my camera up there, my voice will not be heard. Mic with me and I raise my camera up there, my voice will not be heard. Mic with me and I raise my camera up there, my voice will not be heard. Mic with me and I raise my camera up there. Okay, okay. I can hear my voice. That's not really good now. Let me fix something here. Let me ooh la la. Thank you, nice effects, Alex. Alex is one of the New Yorkers that going around the city as well, just like me. He's doing live streaming as well, but he does it usually in the afternoon, during the daytime, after attending to his job. He goes around the city. Okay, let me remove my microphone. It doesn't sound good. What a waste. Look at this. Look at this microphone. Maybe it's in the setting. That's my microphone. It's new. It's the latest model, the smallest one. Now I'm going to remove it. Oh my goodness. Nice effects. Can you tell me if this sound has gone better? Okay. I I I hope my sound become better. Okay. I hope my sound become better. Okay, it become better, but the noise has increased. Or maybe it's on the adjustment of that microphone. Maybe okay. Later on, I gotta adjust just for the next live streaming tomorrow. Anyway, let's continue with this noise. Because without the mic, it is noisy. But with the mic, less noise, but I sound strange. Thank you, M. Zambrano says it's better. Okay, better without the mic. Hello there, Flowing Happy. Oh, what a wonderful name. I wish I could have that quality also. Flowing Happy. And Flowing Happy says hello to M. And hey there, Mariah Samson. Make a shout out to you. Flowing Happy is trying to say hello to Meljoy and Melinda. Thank you for coming over, Flowing Joy. I hope I gonna have a Flowing Joy in my life soon. Flowing Joy says now good. Okay, now now sound bad. Now sound good. Okay, thank you for that. Flowing Happy. Yes, thank you very much. Anyway, sound is good here in Texas. Hey, we have Flowing Happy from Texas. And we got a gift from Flowing Happy. Thank you very much. Hey, everyone. Let's thank Flowing Happy for giving us a gift today for $10. Thanks for the stream, Gail. Thank you very much, Flowing Happy. Don't worry, I gonna give you more interesting streams that I gonna cater more of the arts and culture here in New York City, the history around mostly Midtown that I cater, because you know I usually do it during the nighttime. Was busy during the daytime. Thank you very much, Flowing Joy, for coming over. Okay, I was discussing about this Longacre here. It's one of the, you know, the oldest theaters here. You know, this one of the theaters that stands out here is this Longacre Theatre. Let me focus that again. Maybe some of you haven't seen the focus of, because I'm on the opposite side of the theater, so I can show you the totality of the facade of the theater. Anyway, they're gonna highlight a new musical comedy called Two Strangers. It says there the title is Two Strangers, but it's not showing yet. It's gonna be coming soon, and they're still preparing. Later on, we're gonna sneak into the doors. They're the glass doors, and they're still the props are still out there, and the lights, the sounds, and everything. They're still preparing it. Anyway, let me see this. Two strangers carry a cake across New York. It's a new musical comedy coming soon, very soon. Okay, after. Okay, let's focus on that. Okay, I just focus from the across the street first, and then we go near to their glass door. Okay, well, if you look up, you'll see the marquee there, right? You'll sense the heritage. Let me focus again the facade. Look at the facade. Okay. Okay, that's the facade. That's another Bodart architecture. Oh, the wind's getting cold. Anyway, the Longacre Theatre was built in from 1930 into 1914, as I saw from the building mark in there. Anyway, uh, it was named after the Longacre Square, which is the original name of Times Square. The former name of what we now call the Times Square. Interestingly, its early developer has said, okay, has said that yes, the same. I forgot that famous man, that architect. My goodness. Anyway, I remember now. The developer was Harry Frazee. Yes, it was Harry Frazee, the same Frazee who owned the Boston Red Sox. Yes, and famously sold Babe Ruth's contract to the New York Yankees. If you're a baseball fan, then you could have known about this. Babe Ruth was with the Boston Red Sox before, until he was sold to New York Yankees. And that weird connection between baseball and Broadway. Yes, that's true. Because that man, Harry Frazee, needed money for his theatrical investments, and the sale of Ruth, the baby Ruth or Babe Ruth, helped finance things. Look at that history of this theater. Wonderful. So when this Longacre opened, I think it tried to stage big things, but it had its ups and downs. Well, everything has ups and downs, including life. Well, in fact, there's something of a legend around the Longacre. Some folks talk about a curse. Ooh, just like the Phantom of the Opera, right? About a curse of the Longacre, because many shows that took residence there flopped. Look at that. Interesting. Okay, do you know that the Longacre Theatre was the first home to the musical? What musical is that? Chicago. Yes, this is the first. The first home of musical Chicago. And what's the other one? I think Annie. Annie was shown here first before. Anyway, so many of the shows that were shown here were flopped or didn't last long. What a curse, and that's for Frazee as well. Anyway, whether you believe it curses or not, the theater's history reminds us that even beautiful buildings go through lean times. That's a life lesson. Everyone goes to a lean times at their one point of their time, one point of their life. That's what I mean. Glory days aren't forever, and perseverance matters. Okay, thank you very much again to Flowing Happy, and donation is flowing now. Initiated by Flowing Happy. Thank you so much. And Mariah Sampson said, thanks, Flowing Happy. Ooh la la. .rm, welcome to the live streaming. You're very kind. Ooh, you're very kind. Thank you. Sambrano. Oh, pertaining to Flowing Happy according to .rm. Okay, oh, the wind becoming cold. Anyway, let's continue. Okay. Well, architecturally, the Longacre is a French neoclassic that look like a Baudard. It's more of a French neoclassic actually. That's the exterior, and no wonder I said Baudard because the interior is Baudard actually. Anyway, the facade is handsome. Look at that. Look at the stones, the design, and the auditorium there is intimate. 3 levels of seating. With this small building, the seating is 3 levels. Others they just got 2 levels. Most of the theaters here are 2 levels, but this one got 3 levels. Well, as we stand here, I want you to imagine that 48th Street looked like a century ago. You know, the horse-drawn carriage, which was replaced by electric cars, neon signs beginning to flicker to life, and theater goers in tuxedos or fine dresses walking into shows, and maybe stopping at a nearby diner after. And the Longacre sat there watching it all. Nowadays, if you go to a theater, you don't put your tuxedos on. I watch a lot of I've been to a lot of theaters here, especially during summer, and I was always on my shorts and shirts, short pants and shirts. No more formality here. Unlike before, you have to put on your tuxedo. We all have our facades, in life, and the versions of ourselves we show the world. But look deeper, like the Longacre has hidden rooms. Hidden lounges and an upstairs with stories. So we are, no? Well, the fact that this theater still stands nearly 110 years, that's sneak in, means renewal is possible. If you're facing a flop or a setup or a setback, remember this house did as well, yet endures. See those mechanical, those big wires there, and those on the boxes. They're still on preparation for the next musical comedy. Anyway, 2 strangers, it says there, carry a cake across New York. That's a new comedy, musical comedy. So the box office hours from Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. thus 6 p.m. and closed on Sundays. Wow. Until November 2. It's closed on Sundays until November 2. Really? Ooh, 2025. That's how to purchase ticket. I wonder why they have this kind of schedule. This an odd schedule to most as compared to most of the theaters here. But it's going opening it. See, they're still preparing the theater. Anyway, look at the lights, the marquee of Longacre Theatre. So let's move east towards 7th Avenue. Still walking. We continue heading east, and the block between 8th Avenue and 7th Avenue is roughly, no, it's a short block anyway. We'll pass other theaters and some are gone but worthy of memory. But now the existing two are this one, Longacre, and what's the name of this theater where Hadestown? Oh, the Walter Kerr Theatre. Yes. But you know that there was a theater here called the Vanderbilt Theater. What is the address for this? The address for Longacre Theatre is 220. That's 220 48th Street.
I was actually on a production.
220 48th Street. Okay, let me zoom out again. Okay. And what's the address for this? But Walter Kerr Theatre was known as the Ritz Theatre before. Yes, we will discuss more about that. But if this is 220, where is 148? 148 West Street. Let me see. That is 220. Let's investigate. Because I was looking for the Vanderbilt, the previous Vanderbilt Theater. Oh, this is 232, 220, and Vanderbilt is 148. Oh, that building beside there. This building it's on renovation. This tall building beside Longacre. That's the previous Vanderbilt Theater. Okay, that's the previous Vanderbilt Theater there. That's the tall building there. I think this tall building is the hotel under renovation. Anyway, I would like to talk about the Walter Kerr Theatre. But I would like to say a little about the Vanderbilt. Yes, that is beside this theater here, Longacre. It opened in 1918. It's a small theater. It's a small theater, a medium-sized theater. But the Vanderbilt story is one of rise and fall. It hosted musicals and plays during that time in the 1920s. For example, the long-running Irene, which ran for 3 years, I think. Yeah, for 3 years. Then during the Depression, it faltered, and from 1939 until 1952, it was used as radio station or radio studio by the NBC. Now NBC became, NBC, and then by ABC. Okay, 2 radio stations. Well, ultimately the theater was demolished and replaced by a parking garage. This one here. Okay, so let's give up that one. Let's talk about, I just want to side sweep this Hades Theatre. Oh, Hades Theatre, I'm sorry, Hadestown, which is a Walter Kerr Theatre. Okay, this is a little farther west of 8th Avenue, no? And I want to mention it because historians often placed it on the same 48th Street row of theaters. And let me zoom out again. Can I zoom out? Some problem with my camera now. Anyway, okay. You know that it opened March in not it opened in 1921 actually. Relatively new, not very old. The Walter Kerr Theatre, but it was called the Ritz Theatre before, and it's owned by the Schubert. Yes, the Schubert brothers, or the by the Schubert organization. One of the um, what do you call that? One of the franchise owners, shall I say, of most of the theaters here in the theater district by Schubert organization. Yes. Well, in 1990, it was renamed after the critic Walter Kerr. Okay, so Walter Kerr. And today, it continues as a viable Broadway house, actually. And the story of this theater is very rich, you know. Um, from legitimate theater to radio, TV studio, it was once also a porn theater. Yes, it was a porn. It became a porn theater, and to abandonment. Then restoration in 1980s. So after porn theater, it was abandoned and then restored in the 1980s and name change. It's a dramatic arc, a theater that fell, was reborn, well, decided to remain alive. And the Walter Kerr Theatre says even if your house becomes unused or repurposed in ways you didn't expect, you can always return. Yeah, you can renovate your identity. You can restore your purpose, and the bricks remain, and the spirit returns. That's for our inspiration and what do you call reflection in life. Okay, so let's continue walking this side. No, I'm not going to walk on that right side, but instead I'm going to walk on the left side along Walter Kerr Theatre, because this side has a lot of scaffoldings and renovations ongoing. Okay, what are you doing? ATG Entertainment. Yeah, this is one of the musicals that I haven't seen yet. Rebecca Naomi Jones is Persephone and Paulo Sots is Hades, the Broadway musical. Like, but I was still waiting for the original cast. In which case, I don't think that gonna come back. I want the original cast of the Hadestown, because it won the best musical. Yes, and it won many awards. The new best musical of the season. That's why I would like to see and to watch it with their original casts. See, winner of 8 Sony Awards. Best musical. The box office hours from Monday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Tuesday to Saturday 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, Sundays 12 to 6 p.m. Okay. So let's walk further eastward. You know, this is the Hyatt Regency Hotel here. I'm not sure if the former if it was also a former theater site, because most of the new buildings here were had replaced most of the old theaters in the past. Okay. Okay, now we arrive at the eastern end of our walk. Well, as we cross into the open plaza, actually this is Broadway Street right now. Yes, we're at the Broadway and corner of 48th Street. And you know, from 48th Street towards Times Square, this location is famous for having a bad radio transmission for most of the phone networks. That's why I think we need to walk faster. We need to walk faster so we will not lose our signal. Let's walk faster now. And that music gonna rob me again. Okay, audio back. Sorry for that. I need to turn off my audio because of those loud music around me. So Nice Effects is trying to say hello to everyone. Israel Morales, ¿cómo está? Saludos, mi amigo. And Christian Sanchez back in the house. Hello, Christian Sanchez. Hola, amiga from Israel Morales. Christian says amazing stream and let's go all years. Okay. You know that today Nick's, is that Nick's? Yeah. I would like to say that about you know, today is what do you call this? The Empire State Building. I would like to say about the Empire State Building's color is now blue and orange, you know. That is to celebrate the New Yorker Knicks home opener. Yes, that's the opener. New Yorkers, that's why Empire State Building's color is blue and orange. Likewise with H&M, let me put my camera here. Likewise H&M, look at the tower of H&M. That one, it also highlight blue and orange, but the orange is not very orange though. It's more of a yellow. But anyway, same reason why it's lighted as blue and orange, because of the Knicks opener, New York Knicks opener here. Okay, I hope I haven't lost my signal, because this area is tremendously famous for that bad radio transmission on any mobile network. Okay. What was I talking? Okay. Yeah. You well now. We arrived now here at Times Square. Well, as we cross into the open plaza, into the bright lights, you feel the culmination of this theater district corridor. Well, remember that Times Square was once called Longacre Square until the beginning of 1900s. 1900, I think 1904 it was, when New York Times moved in and the name was changed. Well, take a moment, look up and see the billboards, the crowds, the mix of tourists, the locals, the energy, the TikTokerists. This is the famous spot for filming on TikTokerists. This is their spot here. You know, you feel the energy here. Look at that. So it's loud, it's bright, and it's New York. And right behind on 48th Street, theater after theater built for performance and gathering. You know, walking through this corridor, I want you to reflect on few themes. You know, legacy and change. Yeah. The theaters we passed show how a building can carry decades of story. Some still operate, some have been demolished, some repurposed. Well, in life, our own foundations may shift, you know. The jobs change, neighborhood change, and our roles change as well. But the legacy we build, that matters. The buildings like those buildings that we see shifted to television studios. You know, the Walter Kerr in many uses. For us, we will still step on stage. And another building or another theater there that was demolished was the Vanderbilt. You know, the Vanderbilt fell. The Longacre experienced ups and downs. The Walter Kerr fell into obscurity and then revived. Resilience means when the marquee lights dim, you light them again. So it's not always dim that we are experiencing in our lives. There are ups, there are downs. It's not always glory days, and it's not always sad days. You know, this is a city of motion. You know, we walk from 8th Avenue to 7th Avenue now, from a theater opening in the early 1900s to today's neon lights. Use the energy of your surroundings. Well, if you're walking in your career, your relationship, or with your health, every block is a part of the journey. So as we walk, we observe the details, you know, the marquee lighting, the columns, the sidewalk rocks, the posters of shows, the past and the present, the chocolate ads like this one here, and what more? Brandy Carly, Returning to Myself. Ooh, new album. Okay. Anyway, what I would like to say is just be present in your own life as well. The details matter. Yes. And you know that the Longacre's ownership links Broadway and baseball. You know, the ownership, the Longacre Theatre ownership by Harry Frazee, that's what I mean. You know, links Broadway and the baseball. Well, he built the theater, but his Red Sox ownership funded that transaction. And talk about cross-industry connections. I smell something. You smell something?
What?
Smell like gasoline.
Oh, I was looking for him.
Smells like gasoline here. I smell like gasoline. Oh my goodness. I hope nothing would happen bad because I smell gasoline around. Anyway, okay, let's continue. So as we walk, um, let us imagine the hum of traffic, the occasional clang of the subway beneath us, because beneath what we're standing on is the subway, the line, the yellow line. Um, but farther north, you'll see near us is the 50th and 49th, where subway lines cross, and underneath here is where yellow line is. Interesting. Look at that. Interesting. Look. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Look at them. What a game. What a game. Beautiful. Beautiful. Anyway, let's continue walking. Those are the TikTokerists there. They dance, they film. And we have another group of TikTokerists on the other side, the K-pop TikTokerists. I hope we find some. Anyway, uh, well, anyway, to our viewers right now, whether you're watching from afar or actually walking this route yourself like me, know this, that every city block and every building, every theater has something to teach. Oh, this area is rented for photography. So we don't have a group of TikTokers right now. None in here. Okay. None today. We did not see them on the other side, like the Broadway side. Leave me alone, bitch. Thank you. Okay. As per M. Zambrano, hit the like button. Beautiful souls. Hi, Maria Margie's there. Hey, Maria Margie. Beautiful NYC. Welcome back, Maria Margie. Good morning to you from Maria Margie. Good morning to Melinda. Oh, it's morning in your side of the world. Oh, we've got a lot here from the other side of the world. Mega shout out to you, Maria Margie, Alfonso. Okay. Well, anyway, wherever you are watching right now, maybe you're in a phase of your life where whether you're in the morning side of the world or night side of the world, every one of us experiencing something in our life, and maybe you're in a phase where you're changing uses, no? Maybe you're like the Walter Kerr. Maybe you face demolition of your old self, but you can rebuild like the Vanderbilt site, and just maybe aim for a theater, not a parking garage. Okay, I would like to talk more about the Times Square or the Longacre, because maybe some of our newcomers, new viewers hasn't heard about this. Although I've been talking about this Times Square history and everything every time. I hope it will not what do you call this, hurt the ears of those who had been hearing it many times from me. Okay, that's the music again. Oh my goodness, let me walk away. That music. Ah.
Mira, amigo, te tomo una foto.
They're trying to remove the barricade now. Oh, they removed the barricade now. Good. That's a good sign. They're removing the barricade. Yes. But still no TikTokers. Anyway. I would like to talk about the early 20th century here. You know, from 42nd Street. Yeah, you know that the 42nd Street transformed from a middling commercial block to the spine of the theatrical world. You know, well, the movement of theaters uptown is shifted from Madison and Union Square to this corridor. So most of the theaters before
Now slap the shit out of you
were
in that costume.
from the south, and then they just moved upward north here. You know that as electricity and neon signage became prominent during that time, 42nd Street's night, the 42nd Street's nights lit up into the Great White Way with dazzling marquees and larger than life signage, and pulling crowds from all boroughs. So between 1920s and 1930s, literally thousands of theatrical productions premiered or ran along this stretch. But you know, glitz came with shadows. You know, the darker years, the decline, the rot, and the redemption. By the mid 20th century, many of these theaters shifted to movies, then to exploitation,
What the beautiful.
and then adult entertainment, or some pornographic shows, as the area's reputation eroded. So the district became the battleground between the preservationists and opportunists. See, now there's a change now in here, and it's a tag, the tagging between the preservationists and the opportunists. You know, by the 1970s and 80s, many theaters were boarded up or repurposed. The signage dimmed down and the street had seeded, no? But starting in the 1990s, a wave of rejuvenation, shall I call it, or revitalization. Look at those. A lot of beautiful souls is shown there. Anyway, there was renewal that occurred, and it was led by organizations like there's an organization called New 42nd Street, and another company is Disney Company, and also the city led redevelopment. New York City led the redevelopment, and they began to claim the block. One of the success stories here is the new Victory Theatre. Well, it's by 42nd Street. We cannot see it here, but anyway, I would like to say something about the Victory Theatre. Well, first it was the name was originally Republic Theatre, and then changed to Victory, and then it turned into a burlesque house. Yes, a burlesque house, and then into a porn house, and then it closed, and then it was revived in the late 1990s or at the beginning of 2000, year 2000. Well, anyway, now you know what the Republic Theatre, the new Republic, or the new Victory Theatre, I mean, is doing. It now serves family and youth programming. Look at that. Well, its survival is symbolic of this street's resilience, you know. There's always changes, like these theaters, like this, the city here. We always have that. Anyway, have you heard about the theater corridor and the Broadway massacre? Anyway, I just I just dug this up, and back in the 1910, between 1910 or from 1910 to 1930s, you know, the 45th Street, especially between 6 and 8. We are by 46 right now. We are by 46 right now. Sorry. 45th is on the other side. But anyway, you know, so I was talking about between 6th and 8th Avenue along 45th. It had theaters like the Morosco Theater, Bijou, or Bijou, they call it Bijou Theater. Bijou is an Indian name. And the Herald Square and Hotel Astor's Theater frontage. You know, over time, many were demolished or integrated into newer complexes, you know. The demolition cleared many of these to erect office towers, hotels, and the signage-heavy structures. It's a microcosm of tension, you know, the heritage versus the real estate. Well, now, walking this stretch, you may see modern towers mixed with older lower facade, hinting at former theaters, and the layering is dense, you know, like hotel marquees, the back entrances, and the shift between past and the present. often we're in the middle, you know, the transitional blocks, like that one in the 45th Street. We might think only the starting point or the end matters, but in between it's full of drama, full of decisions and momentum as well. You know, the 45th Street teaches us that never underestimate transitions because they carry tension and they carry growth, and also they carry characters. Anyway, I was talking about the name change to the Times Square because of the New York Times relocation of its headquarters to a triangular parcel of land. That one there in the middle, that one in the middle, the longest LED billboard in there. You know, that is by Broadway and 42nd, and the name was changed into Times Square. Anyway, that was catalyst. It's just a catalyst. The newspaper's presence, it drew the foot traffic here, you know, businesses also, and the entertainment. And over the years, theaters and lights expanded around it, making the area beating heart of the Midtown Theatre. Okay. Hello, Joe Hernandez. Hola, Joe. Thanks for dropping by. Says sorry that I originally misspelled was running. Okay, it was misspelled. Joe Hernandez saying hi to everyone. Hey, Melinda. And Dar is there. Hey, Dar. Or Dar, not Dot. I'm sorry for that, Dot. Be back later and a bit busy now. Okay, Joe. Joe is quite busy now. Yes, and he just would like to say a quick hello to me and hit me like button from Joe Hernandez. Okay. So there's no hope for new TikTokerists. Not a single group has came today. Anyway, we'll continue our walk southward. Okay, we'll just see the dance. What do you call this? Okay, their dance exhibition, shall I say, of these break dancers and street performers.
Here we go!
It's warming up. Very good. What an acrobat.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, and if you guys are ready for showtime, say yeah!
Yeah!
Everybody,
Oh,
say yeah!
yeah.
Yeah!
Say oh yeah!
Oh,
We
yeah.
have two rules to our show. Rule number one, see what you like, try. Rule number two, see what you don't like, don't like. Now, the most important rule,
Hey Travis. Travis is in Jamaica, Poland. Mega shout out to you, Fidel and Chera.
Make some noise for the DJ!
You're fired. You're not getting paid.
Now everybody clap!
One beat. Find your rhythm. Everybody clap.
not clap, these kids will die. The white chocolate. Yeah, everybody
clap! Woo!
Out, out, out.
He's a good actor.
Yay. Yeah, bye.
Before we continue, everybody, no matter where you are, wherever you are, move up to the horizontal.
Just please move up to the horizontal. We're about to take this show to a higher level. A higher level. Okay, guys, move up. Whoever fix the
Okay, so that's it. We saw enough. Here's, I'm sorry. Here's something that Times Square is, that makes Times Square timeless. Okay, the street performers like this one here. Well, I can already hear the rhythm come from far afar, like from their portable speaker. Well, anyway. And that steady beat usually means one thing. The break dancers are about to put on a show. And sure enough, a crowd has formed in a circle. And at the center, there's a crew of dancers. Some shirts off, muscles glistening under the bright light. The leader, probably one hyping up the crowd. Sometimes they have a mic and some megaphone, and is working the energy, saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, gather around. You're about to see something amazing," and the crowd cheers. And the speaker kicks into high gear, and one of the dancers had spun into the pavement, and also windmilling on his shoulders like gravity doesn't exist. Well, you can hear the gasp and applause ripple through the audience. And this is a classic New York. And these dancers hustle night after night, entertaining tourists from every corner of the globe. It's not just a performance. It's a actually it's a survival and artistry wrapped into one, you know. And when they flip, they spin, freeze in midair, and the crowd loves it.
New York City, this is a very big show. If you think that Porter can do this, everybody say yeah. I said everybody say yeah. Say no, everybody, guys. We are gonna take this job, but first, one quick message.
What's that?
Volunteers, we
You know,
have no insurance.
there are two small boys actually. They're by they grab us the two small boys and they jump overhead.
Ladies, if you give us a 50 to 100,
We'll go home with you tonight.
no, seriously, guys, move back. Show me too. Show us that over there.
Go.
And represent where you from.
Show your love, not to make I'm ready to move. Nobody gets hurt. You know what I mean? We will take you all the way home.
Oh, this kid. Yes, don't just walk away like that.
Yes, hold it up, hold it up.
Start the show.
Yes, hold it up, hold it up. What about you, sir? No? Next time. Yes, hold it up, hold it up. Show your love. Yes, hold it up, hold it up. Thank you so much. Yes, hold it up. Stop the show! Stop the show! I just got my first 20 bucks! Bravo! All the way from Memphis, Tennessee! Make some noise!
It's not easy to dismiss it, you know, but tonight it's something different. Each one is how each embodies. And they don't wait for permission. They don't ask for a spotlight. Well, they clean the pavement of their stage. And turning, you know, the crowd into their audience. And prove a truth we all need. You know, you don't need perfect conditions to give your best.
Go to jail.
I took the candy.
Go to jail.
I don't want the kids, I want the candy.
You know that these performers are a mirror. How often do I wait for the right moment, the right resources, and the perfect timing? But life's not about waiting. It's about showing up. Look at this, they're showing up. And even when the floor is uneven, when the crowd is distracted, even when the kids don't pour in like you hope. So clap louder tonight, everyone. Not just for them, but for the part of us that wants to stop waiting. For the part of us that's ready to lead, sing, shout, and create messy, imperfect, but alive.
Now, gentlemen, you see my partner over there? Yes, he's going over. Not under.
Like yesterday.
You know,
You can leave and never come back.
the thing about these break dancers is this: they don't wait for Broadway. They don't wait for the perfect stage with velvet curtains and spotlights. They take this street with its gum-stained concrete and traffic noise and turn it into art. You know, yeah, that's the lesson hitting me hard in here. You don't need perfect conditions to give a perfect effort. And these dancers don't have a red carpet, but they have grit. They don't have ticket sales, they have courage. And they don't have a script, but they have a flow. You know, every spin, every flip, and every freeze is defiance. It's as if they're saying, hey, we're here, we don't be ignored, and watch us rise, even the ground beneath us isn't polished. Yes, and the crowd goes wild with every daring move. And you will hear cheers, claps, and gasps. And you know, I think that's life. I think, yeah, life. In life we spin, we flip, and sometimes we crash. But if we get back up with style, with resilience, the world can't help but notice. You can see some sweat drip down their brows, and the muscles straining, the body's twisting, and you know, their work is raw, physical, and unrelenting. But it's also joy, and maybe that's the ultimate calling. Work that makes you sweat, but also makes you smile. So he's ready to jump off now. Ready to jump off. Okay. Yeah, there he is. He's going to jump now. There he is. There you go. Oh, wow. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Woke up.
There you go. There he jump off already. Hey, we have a public art installation here by Yvette Mallorca. Look at that. That's Yvette Mallorca's work. Yvette Mallorca is a Mexican-American artist. You know what the title of this? This title is A Grasshopper. Okay. Let's look closely about this thing in here. You know, this one is this public art is exuberantly pink to me. Don't you say so? Don't you think so? Its structure looks like an opulent Baroque carriage dragged by carousel-style horses. Look at those carousel-style horses. But there's more than whimsy. The details are dense and intentional, actually. You know, the surfaces are covered in Mayorga's signature faux frosting. Yes, it's thickened acrylic that's been piped through pastry bags. Look at that. Let me close it up so you will appreciate what I'm talking about. That one. See that details? Yes. That's covered by you know, it's a faux frosting and a thick acrylic, and it's been piped through the pastry bag. That's why it's shaped like that. It looks like a cake to me, right? So the texture, the craft and labor are visible in every ridge and swirl. You know, on the roof is a stack of suitcases. And the horses are doing double duty, sporting. And Hello Kitty, that's the one there, you see that? The Hello Kitty bags, the backpack, that's Hello Kitty. And a smiley face, those smiley face there, and that Hello Kitty backpack there. You know, the wheels are look at the wheels, it's gold ring, and it's low seating, and you know, invoking low rider culture. Around the carriage, painterly scenes depict the migration and narratives that reinterpret the European art historical truths through contemporary and Latinx lenses.
Like seeing so many shows. Like if that's the goal, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So that was Yvette Mayorga's work. And we have our kabayans here. Our kabayans taking the pose. Look at that.
Yo, child, look. You killed it. I told you I'm closing my body. Go look at me. I told you I'm not closing my body. I told them, yo, watch that TLC come back.
Yeah, me and him, I'm gonna do a video.
Yo, instead of me just doing this gig, I should have said, yo, what, bro? Yo. She picked you 7 times. I told you, all the one.
Hey, Ted Nikolov. Cool. Good morning to your side, Ted Nikolov. Ted Nikolov is having breakfast right now. Israel Morales. Oh, is it Roman that's taking breakfast right now? Roman, yeah. Our Russian friend. 40 people watching. Only that one. Oh, wow. So Travis is in Jamaica. Travis in Jamaica right now.
Yo, play me right now. Play me right now.
They're dancing. Let's continue walking. We don't see any K-pop TikTokers tonight. Let's go. What's happening? Okay. They're gonna start a new show. Anyway.
Step one. Let's set the stage. Let's set the stage. Let's set the stage. Let's set the stage. Here we go. Good lines.
Okay, so let's continue walking towards south to the train station direction. You know, and you know, here we are, you know, Times Square, and the city's neon's heartbeat from 48th Street and 8th Avenue all the way to this electric crossroads of the world. I can hear Christmas song, Christmas rhythm. Anyway, so we've walked through more than just concrete and street lights. We've walked through time, actually, through decades of the decades of dreams, the drama, and the street lights. There's another group of street performers in here. I love him dancing. See, he's dancing to his music. Oh wow, wonderful! I like that. Let me focus my camera on him. I like this free people. They don't care about anything, but they care about what they're doing.
Y de hecho me mandaron
Okay, let's see this man dancing. I love him. I love to see him dancing.
Vamos allá al que se vea, güey. Oye, qué pedo, ¿qué lo traigo?
Oh, that's why he's dancing like that. He's been smoking weed. Oh. No, he's gone. Oh, I love the way he's dancing there by himself. He's enjoying really what he's doing. There's a ticket center for the photograph, something. Anyway, let's continue walking. So at least we got someone dancing on his own. Someone dancing on his own. Anyway, we continue walking towards the station. You know,
He got fed up. He got fed up.
The buildings here, they come and go. The names they change and the faces move on, but the energy remains. The city remembers everyone who dared to create something, whether that was a playwright staging their first flop or a performer taking their final bow. So look back down 48th
New York discount tickets, guys. Let's go live.
So let's look back down 48th Street for a moment, no? Even if just in your mind. Behind those facades are thousands of stories. You know, the opening nights and closing nights, standing ovations, and silent disappointments. And yet, the lights come back on every night. So, you know, that's resilience. That's the soul of this city. And honestly, that's the soul we all need. Everyone needs that kind of soul, that kind of resilience. Sometimes life feels like a long running show. Well, the script keeps changing, the lighting fails sometimes, and the audience doesn't always clap. But just like Broadway, the point isn't perfection, it's persistence. The show goes on and we go on. You know, each of those theaters we talk about has its own lesson. For example, the Longacre Theatre with its so-called curse, you know, and that teaches us that even when you go through stretches where nothing seems to work, you don't tear yourself down. You keep the doors open, and because one hit show can change everything, that's why. Another one example which is not existing there anymore is the Vanderbilt Theater. It's now gone. Reminds us that even endings have meaning. Just because a building isn't standing doesn't mean it doesn't matter. You know, its spirit, its well, it's. I was saying that the spirit echoes. Punyeta. Let's go to the other side.
Probably way quicker than that. Let's go to 40 seconds.
You know that it still shapes the block it once stood on. And you know, the another theater that I did not mention to you about the history is the James Earl Jones Theatre. It was renamed in honor of a legend. Shows us the power of giving credit where it is due. It's never too late to recognize someone's greatness, and it's never too late to evolve into your next version. Well, that's what this walk is really about, you know, evolution, not just of architecture, but of people, you know, of what else? Of people, of purpose, and of passion. You don't have to have everything figured out. The city doesn't either. It's constantly under construction. Well, there's scaffolding everywhere here. There's detours. There you see cranes. You see dusts. But beneath it all is progress. It's the same for us actually. It's messy, noisy, What else? Well, anyway, but we always move forward, and that's why I love walking through Midtown. It feels like walking through a mirror of life. Behind every bright sign, there's hard work in here. Behind every dream, there's struggle. But above it all, there's light, and always there is light. So if you're listening tight now, well, maybe you're chasing your own version of the spotlight. Oh, look at that kid. He doesn't like it. He's crying. Well, or maybe you're rebuilding after the curtain fell. Remember this street. Remember these chairs. And remember this walk. You know, you don't need to wait for the perfect script. Start where you are. You can improvise, you can rewrite, and keep showing up. The people who built the Broadway didn't know they were making history. They just wanted to tell stories.
This guy's got a green light. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Do you not see how it's red?
That's crossed down. Okay. I thought he was going through that car because everybody was beating the red light. Anyway, as I was saying, those people involved in building Broadway, they did not know that they were making, that they are actually making history. But then their main purpose is just to wanted to tell stories actually, and here we are over 100 years later, still walking among their echoes. You know, I think that's legacy. That's what happens when you dare to create something lasting. Well, as I stand here and walk on my way from Times Square to the train station, with the lights flashing and the crowds flowing around me, I'm reminded that every ending, even the end of the simple city walk like this one, is also a beginning. Well, the next street awaits, and the next story, and the next act. Anyway, thank you for walking with me today. And thank you for letting the city whisper its stories to all of us. And as we close this walk, remember, life is the longest running show you'll ever be part of. Make it bold, make it honest, and make it yours. Again, this is Gil TV. Let me cross. I'm signing off from the theater district, and heart full and camera steady, and my feet actually soars. My feet actually soar, not just my foot, both my feet actually soared. But I'm still inspired as always. Inspired by the city that never sleeps or never stops performing. Well, until our next walk, take care and always stay curious, and you keep the spotlight on your dreams. Sometimes it go dim, but it would always light up again, because that is the circle. Do I say the circle of life? Could be, just like the Lion King. Anyway, I'm here now inside the station, and I'm by the glass here panel. Ay ay ay. Okay. So, that's our walk, and from 4A Street all the way to Times Square here, we pass through more than blocks. We walk through history and through the dreams and echoes of Broadway itself. Every theater has a story, of struggle, reinvention, and comeback. Just like us, So, if life feels uncertain, remember this: the city keeps building, and the lights keep glowing, and the show always goes on. So again, this is Gail closing tonight's walk from the heart of Times Square, and reminding you that your story, just like Broadway's, deserve an anchor. Keep walking, keep dreaming, and never dim your light. Thank you, everyone. To my what call this, viewers on the other side of the world, minasang, onya mo, domo arigatou gozaimashita ne. Live stream が毎日にやりますので、毎日にも私は皆さんにはありがとうと言いたいんですよ。So、あなたの時間をいただいて心から感謝していますよ。楽しんでいただけましたか？ So、また次のライブでニューヨークの素敵な場所を一緒に楽しみましょう。So、お会いするのを楽しみにしています。それまでお元気で、またね皆さん、ありがとう、どうもありがとうございました。Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat sa pagdalo at paglakad sa akin sa gabing ito. Maraming salamat po. Amigos y amigas, muchas gracias por acompañarme hoy en Gil TV. De verdad aprecio que hayan tomado su tiempo para estar aquí conmigo. Thank you very much for staying with me. So that is all for our tonight's walk, and I see you tomorrow again. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe for more videos and updates from this channel. And if you're watching on Twitch or on Facebook, don't forget to hit the like button as well. Okay? With all that said, be good to yourself and to one another. Stay safe, stay positive, and keep exploring New York City. And have a great night, everyone. And maybe I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Good night, everyone. Again, mega shout out to all of you. May Zambrano, Meljoy Reformonte, who is our winner for tonight, and Meljoy Reformonte and Joy Reformonte as well. We have two sisters in here, Enrico and Melinda. That's my alarm. It's telling me go home. Okay, mega shout out again, and thank you everyone to .rm to Mariah Samson, to Israel Morales, Christian Sanchez was there, right? Yeah, Christian Sanchez, Ted Nikolov, and a lot more. I cannot mention now too much of you. Thank you very much for staying and for walking with me tonight. So, see you again tomorrow. Hasta la vista. En la mañana. Arigatou gozaimasu. Domo, oyasumi nasai.